Hello, everybody. Welcome to a month in my life as a full-time artist running my little gift shop and art studio called the Owl's Nest Studio. It's here in Crystal Falls, Michigan. And if you're new here, by the way, my name is Melanie, and I am super stoked to have you here along for this crazy journey. So we are officially entering the busy season here as Memorial Day always kicks off our tourist season and summer begins basically. But for this video, we are living in the month of May, the month of forget-me-nots here. And this was my last bit of calm before the summer starts. And so I had a lot of painting time and time to get to a few other things that I got to set up in the studio, including my brand new neon sign. And if you've been with me since the beginning of this journey of opening up this little studio, you know that getting a neon sign was one of my goals, and I'm so excited that my husband decided for my birthday this is what we were doing. So this sign is now officially in my window, and you guys helped me decide between pink, purple, and yellow. You mostly voted for the pink and purple, so I went pink because it's closest to that like eye-catching red that most neon signs are. And I am very happy with it. It looks so pretty in the window. And one of you also suggested putting a dark foam core board behind it so that it pops even more. So I might just do that in the future. But now when I come in and open up my shop every day, I put out this little sign outside. I put a cute planter with some really pretty flowers out there, and I get to pop on my neon sign in the window. I'm going to show you in just a second how it looks from the outside. I think this will really help grab people's attention as they're driving by, since my little sign on the sidewalk can't be seen necessarily if there are cars parked right outside my shop. So this will give me a little bit of an elevated sign that hopefully passing by cars will be able to see this summer. So look at it over there in the right. Initially I had it in the left window and decided it looked better over on the right side. And again, I may put a dark board behind it. We'll see. Okay, in the last video about my studio, kind of day in the lifestyle video, I gave you a peek at the very end of the next painting I was working on, and it just had a yellow background, and I showed you what we were going for. And here is how that painting was looking at its kind of messy middle stage. And then I just didn't really film a whole lot because I got in the flow and I really just wanted to sink into this painting and not feel self-conscious. So I filmed and took pictures of it as I went, but not as I was working necessarily. So here is that painting all done, and I am over the moon with how this turned out. I was so scared to put in the ducks and the frog, and I almost didn't. And then I realized it scares me for a reason, and it's because I need to do it. So here's some really yummy close-ups, and then on the right side, you're seeing the sun beaming in through the window of my shop right on that painting, right where the sun is in the sunset scene, and it just was so magical. This painting makes me so happy. So she is available right now. Nobody has claimed her just yet. She's available on my website, the original is, and then I will have prints as well. After I finished that painting, this little cutie also sold. This original sold throughout the month of May. So I ended up selling 4 originals this month, and I'll show you the other 3 towards the end of this video. But I also got in some brand new stickers. So we did the owl, the fox, and then this brand new design that no one has seen yet that says still becoming. And it's the journey of a peony going from a bud all the way to an open flower. So here's some nice close-ups of those. So those are in my shop here in Crystal Falls and my shops online. Once I got those put out on the floor and dealt with all the other things, then I got to get back to painting. And I decided to make 3 more meadow style paintings on these oval canvases. The first meadow that I did was so popular and I had multiple people ask for it, so I decided I'm gonna go ahead and make at least 3 more for now because that's how many small oval canvases I had. Little did I know I needed to make 6 more, and I'll get to that reason in just a few minutes. But I wanted to really make some really glowing meadows with wildflowers and the light that just streams through the trees. It's one of my absolute favorite things to witness, is that dappled light that just streams through the forest. It gives me such a feeling of peace and happiness and awe, and I just want to stand there and stare at it. So that's what these paintings encompass, is that feeling and that glow, the warmth, and that fairy-like look that the forest can give. So that first meadow painting that I made on the same oval shape canvas sold the same day that I posted it on Instagram to the lovely Abby. So I realized I needed to make a ton more of these, right? And I wanted to have them done before Memorial Day, when town gets really busy and I wanted to be open that weekend. And so I got going. I got painting these as quickly as I could, not realizing that really I should have made like 6 or 7 or 8 of them, because something really hilarious happened when Abby finally came in to pick up her painting in person. Because she lives far away, she ended up taking 2 more of the meadow paintings with her, so she ended up with 3 originals that day. So the ones that I was planning to post for sale for the other people that wanted them are no longer there. I only have 1 left. Okay, so here I am making a canvas. Back in college, a professor encouraged me to make my own canvas one time, and so I kind of had the skills and I knew how to do that, which worked out because this oval canvas was starting to fall off of the board that it's on. And it was super, super old. It's a vintage canvas, but I didn't want to give it up. I still wanted to be able to use it. So I just tore the old canvas off that I could not re-stretch to fit anyway. And I put my own cotton on there, stapled it, hammered it, and it is drum tight. I put some GAC 100 and then lots of gesso, and it's a perfect canvas now. Okay, so in between painting, some more products arrived, which were greeting cards with the brand new birds, bees, and butterfly paintings on these greeting cards. So I'm going to show you how these look in just a minute, but of course you have to open them up, package them, so that way they can go out on the floor to sell. And they're also available in my online shops now. So we've got the poppy painting, which was also another really popular one that people liked online. The original is still available though. And then I had 3 of the birds, bees, and butterflies. I still need to order cards with the hummingbird painting and the pond with the ducks and frog painting. I would love to get those on greeting cards as well for this summer. Greeting cards seem to be a huge hit with people in my shop so far, so it's something that I definitely want to keep stocked and keep renewing with new designs because it keeps people coming back. So as I said in a past video, greeting cards are just such an excellent thing to sell, especially in a shop like this, because it also doubles as an art print. So after you gift your card to somebody, they can then frame the artwork and keep it. It's not like a throwaway thing. And these are super high quality. They have a good profit margin. So I'm very happy to keep these greeting cards in my shop, and they're a way to have my paintings live another life. Like, just the original isn't enough. Like, you gotta turn that painting into other products as well. If you are an artist just getting started and you're wondering how to make enough income off of these kinds of things, you gotta find a way to double up your income on a painting. Turn it into prints or greeting cards or stickers or bookmarks, and that way more than one person can own that painting and you can earn off of that painting for years to come. All right, so here we are putting the final details on these meadow paintings. I'm signing them with some gold gilding paint, so it's just like a very metallic gold. It smells terrible. It was given to me many years ago, but it's still holding up, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do with this at the time, but then I realized this works perfectly for signing my paintings that have a lot of gold in them. So I just use a really thin liner brush, and I've been painting my little signature on the paintings with this. And I just do an M and then my last name, so M Bess right now. I may rework my signature at some point, but for now that's how I've been doing it. And then I painted the edges of these ovals with a really warm gold. I have a giant tub of that gold paint from Meeden, and I really like it. It's really thick and it covers really well. So I bought a big 1-pound bucket of it. When I put this on, I do actually go over the top edge of these paintings just a little bit, and it gives it this really beautiful glow right around the outside. So here are all 3 of these right next to each other that I did. I really like how these all turned out. This one's more of a fall scene, and then the other two, the first one and then the next one coming, have more of a purpley pink flower in the wildflower meadow part. So Abby ended up taking both of the purpley pink flowers and then her original one that she bought a couple months ago, and that was Abby there in that photo. And she asked, oh my gosh, can I take a picture of you signing my paintings? And that was what was on the left. So that was super funny. So what I have left now is the fall meadow painting. If you're interested, it is available on my website, and if it's not by the time you go look, well then I guess it was taken too. So here I am, starting one more painting in the month of May, but we're not going to get to see how this one turns out. If you want to see what the heck this is going to be, you'll have to come back to the next studio vlog. This one is another really big, challenging painting that I never would have guessed in a million years I would have tackled, but if you come back next time, you'll see how this one turns out. But in the meantime, happy painting, happy creating. Thank you for spending this time in my studio with me, and I look forward to seeing you again next time.